to you, Anne, and just let you take over. Feel free to just share a little bit about what you do again with Intermountain, and I can't wait to hear about your Be Well moment.
Thanks, Melissa. Hi, everyone. Excited to be here. So I'm Anne Cazier, and Melissa, great job saying my last name. I'm impressed. It can be a tricky one. The Z always kind of scares people there in the middle. So I've been with the organization for 16 years. I started out in behavioral health as a recreation therapist, and then moved into continuous improvement, worked in human resources, and now I'm here in community health. And one thing I love about our organization is the opportunity that we have to develop as individuals through our career, and then personally through our Be Well program. And so very fortunate that I've had what I feel like is 3 career changes here, but my current role is in community health, and I support community health as a community health director, supporting the state of Utah and Idaho. And that's really looking at how are we taking care of and improving the health of our communities. We do so many different ways through our hospitals, through our select health with our members, and the community health team gets to really say what's happening in our communities outside of our patients or members. How are we aligning with other organizations who are doing really cool things that align with our mission as well? And we work to build those relationships and those collaborations to build strategies to help take care of the community. And we have a community health needs assessment that happens every 3 years throughout the state of Utah and Southeast Idaho there. And that comes from the voice of the community, and they get to share with us, here's the things that we really see as could help us to improve the health of our community. And right now we're focused on 3 in our cycle. The first one is mental well-being. Our second priority in supporting the community is improving health outcomes in chronic disease. And our third is social determinants of health. So I have a really cool job to work across the state with so many of you and others, and as you live in your communities, where we get to join arms with organizations to really address and invest in those social or in the priorities that we have. And so I want to share my Be Well moment today. When we really think about, taking care of ourselves, I kind of make it really simple for me, and it's mind, body, and spirit. I love our Be Well model, and that we have that incorporated in different ways in our 9 different areas that we focus on. But I want to talk about the spirit today, the spirit part of that spiritual. And something that is very spiritual to me is music. And I think this started from a very young age. My favorite show from the time I can remember being 3 years old is The Sound of Music. So whether that influenced me so heavily to where I am today, but really music is my soul. And, from there, I began to realize how important music was in my life. In college, I had a stress management class, and my project that I chose was music reducing stress. And that was not only for me, but for others. And I think it was a big part of, as a recreation therapist, working in behavioral health for 13 years, that was a big part of incorporating modalities and therapy for individuals. So music is very powerful. I think each of you can attest to that. But when you really think about how it's able to reduce our stress, it does that in so many ways, but it also connects us as a community. When we choose to attend a concert, a favorite artist, whatever that might be, each of us there at that concert are choosing in that moment to be together to experience that music that we enjoy. There is power in the community that happens at concerts, whether it's a small venue or a big music festival, right? We each are choosing as individuals to be there in that moment. And I love that. I love to experience live music together with others and find joy in that. It connects us as a community. It can help heal us. I've had many instances in my life and know through lyrics, through the melody, the tune, that there is healing. So there's that vibration, that energy that comes out of music and really is able to heal us and connect us. And the other thing that I want to share about music is really it's foundational and connected back through time. When we understand how music has changed over time and will continue to evolve, but really at the basic, it brings us back to whether that's our village from, you know, many generations ago. But just as a human race, we have that connection through music, and really allows us to go to places where we may not always speak the same language too, but we can feel and experience music together. So I wanted to share that as my Be Well moment, and thank you for giving me the chance to do that. I know that each of you, and you know, we're unique and we get to choose the music that we enjoy and the way that it moves us and heals us. So thanks, Melissa. I'll turn it back to you.
Oh, Anne, thank you so much for sharing that. I was thinking as you were going through that, just a couple of scenarios, like music for me, even just like if I'm having a lull of a day or not so great of a morning, turning some music on and just getting lively with it. But also community driven. I was with Select Health up in Boise over this past weekend at the Boise Soul Food Festival. And they had their own music going the whole time. And it actually just helped so much with the day, just to the good energy, the good vibes that you feel from any kind of music for that matter. But it's just fun to see the community come together and just feel good. So thank you so much for your time this morning and for sharing your message.
You're welcome. Thank you for the opportunity.
Absolutely. I'll stop sharing or spotlighting you and then turn it over back to me. And good morning, everyone. I am going to take us through our stretch here. Let me get back to the main screen so I can spotlight myself again. All right, let's meet on our feet. As I always mention when I'm leading any kind of my classes or stretches, we're going to listen to our body and just check in with how we're feeling and take care of ourselves as we're showing up today. So let's come on to our feet. Hope you're all having a great day. Take your feet about shoulder width, just for a little extra stability, a little extra support. Find that good upright posture. Let's just shake it out a little bit. And then take your shoulders up towards your ears. Roll the shoulders down your back. One more time, shrug the shoulders. Exhale, roll back. And then settle in there. So we're rooted through our feet. Our belly is pulling in. Our posture's tall. Crown of the head's reaching towards the ceiling. Take your arms up. Let's connect in with that lateral stretch. As you reach for your left wrist, gently pull to your right. Pressing through the feet, nice solid foundation. Reaching for that right wrist. Let's give it a gentle pull to the left side. Hope you're all having a great week. Let's come back through center. Goal post your arms. We're going to pause here. So shoulder blades are coming a little closer to one another on the back. Take your gaze over to that left hand. Spread the fingers. Check in on the hands. Inhale, center. Exhale, right side. And back here. Let's bring the hands up overhead. Let's hinge forward from our hips. Bend your knees as much as you need. We're just going to pause here. So hands to the top of the thighs. Belly is pulling in. Hips are sitting back. So just starting to gently open and release through the hamstrings, back of our legs. No pains or strains. It's gentle. It's relaxed. Navel in towards the spine. Round the back, chin to chest, and slowly peel that up one vertebrae at a time. Head is up last, arms are coming back up. Nice big stretch. Take your gaze to follow the fingertips. And then exhale, drop it down. All right, we're going to stretch the upper body and then come all the way down to our toes because we're going to check in with our toes. We don't always do that. So interlace your hands. Let's rotate the fingers towards the screen. Palms towards the screen, towards me. Forearm just gently stretching, releasing through our forearms, our wrist. Option to take the hands overhead and add those high altar leads is what we call in yoga. Reach the palms towards the ceiling. Exhale, arc to your left. Just coming off of that chair yoga, so I've got that mindset going still. Right side and back through the center over to the left. All right, everyone, reach. Let's take the knuckles towards the ceiling. And then bring your hands back. Arms are at shoulder height. Take it into a nice big hug for you this morning. That I love me squeeze, always something good, sacred for yourself to add into your day. Let's bring our chin towards our chest there. And I want you to just notice your breath. So take that inhale through your nose. Feel the hands expand, rise as your back expands. Excuse me. Great big exhale, let it go. Let's take one more inhale. And exhale, release. Tee your arms back off to the side. We're going to stretch our shoulders. First, pause here, broadening through the chest. Find that space. And then bring the right arm across the front of the chest, gently stretching the shoulder. Reaching for the forearm or the bicep, just avoiding the elbow joint directly here. Head is still high, that good upright proud stance. And let's switch left side. Breathe, one more breath. All right, let's release there, shake it out a little bit, roll those shoulders up, down, and back. We're gonna move into a little chest expansion for a moment. So hands just reach back. You can interlace or even place the hands on the small of the back, whatever feels most supportive to your body. We're just gonna find a little more space through that front line. Head falls back ever so slightly. Just creating a little more space between our chin and our chest. Take another breath. Super. Let's shake that out. Shoulder width with our feet. Let's bring our hands to our hips and check in on our hips as you drop over to the left. Take it forward. Right side. Bring it all the way back around. Slow circles here. Just checking in with our hips, our legs. Lubricating a little bit. And then reverse the direction. Take it over to the right. Back forward. Left side. Juicing it up a little bit. One more here. I was on the bike earlier this morning and this feels amazing. All right, back to the center. We're going to stretch our legs for a moment. Starting with the lunge, right foot in the front, left one draws back. We're on the ball of that left foot. Take it a little wider if that feels good. The heel is up towards the ceiling. So just a gentle bend in the right leg, feeling the stretch up the quad into that hip flexor on the left. And then lastly, left arm comes up and over just slightly. Leaning, it pulls into the side body a little bit more into that hip flexor. Keep checking in with you. Take another breath, relax the shoulders. And then lower the left arm. Let's switch. Left foot in the front, right one comes back. Take a minute, find that optimal stance for your body here. Knees tracking with our left toes this time, and the right arm can reach up and over. Feel free to use your chair or your desk for a little extra support. And just breathe in and out. Let's take another breath. And lower the right arm. Let's bring our feet back under our hips. We're going to widen the stance a little bit here and take it into a nice lateral lunge. So toes can stay forward. We're just going to shift over to our left. Hips come back. We want to sit back rather than that knee jutting out over the toes. Good ankle knee alignment here. Lengthening the inner thigh on this right side. You can keep it up a little higher too if that feels more supportive and comfortable. Always listening to your own body. Let's add a smile and then transition. Bring it up, take it over to that right side. Just nice and easy to start to find a little length, a little release. One more breath. And back up through the center. Heel toe your feet in just a little bit, and let's leave our legs a little wider, but hinge from your hips, more down through the hamstrings, just a little bit more. Back is long, belly is in. Take another breath. Keep that back long, abs are drawing in to protect the back, and let's bring it up one big piece, head up last, and then bring your feet back underneath you. We're gonna cross the right foot over the left, and then take the left arm up and over to the right. Nice little stretch. I promise we'll get to the feet because I feel like we neglect our feet. Right arm up and over to the left. And then lower the arms. We're going to uncross the feet, switch them out, left over right. With that lean left arm over. And then switch right to left. So good. All right, uncross the feet. We're going to spread the toes in our shoes, our socks, our bare feet. Spread those toes apart and then release. One more, spread, release, and then curl the toes as if you're trying to pick a pencil up or a coin. I have long toes, so curl them up and then release one more time. Curl Release. Bend that left leg a little bit. Let's point and flex the toes. Draw the toes towards the shin. Add some little circles. Little ankle mobility here. Reverse your circles. And then back in the center, just dorsiflex the toes towards the shin. Point. One more flex. Point them out. Let's do the other side just to make sure we're even and equal. Start with that point and flex. And circle. Use support if you need to for the balance, so it's not a balance focus, it's working on the ankles. And then flex the toes, point them. One more time. So good. Let's bring our feet under our hips. Sweep and reach your arms up. Bend those knees if you need to. One more lateral side stretch to the right. Back through the center, left side to even it out. And take the hands back up overhead. Goalpost one more time. Open your chest. Shine your heart. Sweep the hands up. And then great big exhale. Let it go. All right, everyone. That is our stretch with a leader today. Thank you so much again, Anne, for your message. Always a pleasure.